Is that you, Canon boy?
Jason Vaughn? Donna? Chris? What are you guys doing here?
We're going to Sony Kando.
I can probably get you in.
Oh, okay, sure. Sony Kando is a once-a-year event for Sony shooters, industry professionals, and content creators. I've never been to one of these events, but if what I've heard is true, this might just be my biggest opportunity yet. But there's a problem. The event is invite only, so I'll need the guys' help to get me in order to go undercover and find out everything that goes on at Sony Kando. Okay guys, we need to do this quiet.
What we can do.
If anyone comes.
Okay, so we're in. No, the only way this is gonna work is if we remove someone that's already attending. Who's it gonna be?
Remove Jason Vaughn and replace it with Anthony.
Oh, good idea.
Okay.
Don't forget to double back and hack into the mainframe, double encrypted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's done,
No idea what that
and
means.
Vong is gone.
Nice.
I think we're in. Worked.
You're in,
Someone's
buddy.
coming, let's get out of here. Oh my gosh, I think it worked. Just got in my hotel room and oh my gosh, you need to see this view. Look at this, hold on, let me flip it around and I'll show you. Holy cow. Look at this view. Who the heck? Who the heck's that? Look at his afro. Look at his shirt. I think it said like he shoots raw. Something like that. I realized that walking around Kando with just my Canon gear might be a bit suspicious. I overheard some people at registration mention that Sony has a gear rental service, so I figured that would be the best place to start in order to improve my chances of not getting discovered. So they just gave me a A9 Mark III to play with a 16 to 35 f2.8. I think we have some opportunity to shoot some Astro. There's also a 14 mil. I don't know which one I'm going to choose, but there were some big lenses in there, so we might have to go back and try some more gear while we're here. When you check in at registration, they hand you a whole bunch of extra stuff, including these tokens that you then have to go and redeem at each of the stations. And so my next stop was picking out a pair of these sunglasses, and of course, I had to try all the different options on to make sure that they weren't secret brainwashing devices designed to expose me. Got a pair of sunglasses. You're in my vlog.
I don't authorize any of this.
Wait, aren't you a known Fuji shooter?
I'm just whatever, whoever pays me the money. Right now, I'm a Leica shooter now. There you go.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
gonna wait. I'm not wasting film on your camera though. Oh jeez, Gerald just reviewed this thing.
I know. Actually, we'll go talk to him.
He liked it. He loved it.
He loved it. But did he find out the problem with the batteries? You can only record in no matter what your resolution is. Full video on that. Complaining soon.
So Anthony decided to bring a not Sony camera to Kando, which does. Hang on a second. Hang on. He doesn't actually understand this. Hang on. There we go. That's way better, isn't it?
That's the wrong
This is how you communicate, right?
My genius plan of carrying around the Sony A9 III was quickly falling apart. Even though I had a Sony camera in my hands and was using it to capture photos, I don't think anyone was convinced. I needed another camera, but there was a problem. The gear rentals had closed for the day, and with all the other creators now having arrived, my chances of flying under the radar, going unnoticed, were quickly fading away. Is that Carter PCs?
Are you using a Canon camera at a Sony?
Oh my God! Can I have a free PC?
Give me a free camera, and we got a deal.
Well, I can't give you this one.
You probably should give me that one, especially here.
Oh, dang it. How does that look? I think Sony might be trying to brainwash me. I spent the first whole day basically just picking up all this gear. They gave me a Wandered bag, which I've never tried, so that'll be fun to test. But we did pick up the A9 Mark III just to test. I don't get to keep it, but I figured since it's Sony's latest camera body, it'd be a fun one to test. I did get it with a 16 to 35 f2.8 G Master 2, so the latest one. I feel like tomorrow the gear loan is closed for today, but they only gave me one battery and I only have the one camera, so I'm not sure how we're gonna continue to record because I feel like having the Canon, the R5 Mark II is not stealthy enough. So we're gonna really need to go undercover, shoot some things without people knowing so I can let you in on the secrets of what's happening. But there are a ton of people here and I have asked everyone, okay, what camera should I try? And a lot of people have said the A7CR, maybe an A7R5, something that would maybe complement this, although I am thinking I need a video shooter. I'm not sure if I want to go full massive megapixels with like the A7R5. Maybe something where we can do some photo challenges, some portrait stuff. I think that'd be a fun complement to this guy. I definitely need another lens though. The 16 to 35 is nice to have, but we need something a little bit more. So I think that's it for the first day. Time to head off to bed. Check, audio. Are we on? Getting used to a different camera is a little bit horrifying, but maybe a little bit of a backstory as we walk to our hiking spot this morning. So we are going for a morning hike, and I think it starts at 6:30 in the morning. Uh-oh. Oh no, look at that. More people. Up. Yeah, it is raining. Yeah, so much for sunrise.
Time for yoga, though.
Yoga?
Yeah, look.
Oh my gosh, don't show that. That's gonna get, that's gonna boost it, actually, if anything.
Are you looking now?
Oh yeah, we're looking. Well, now we are lost, and I am supposed to be somewhere near the pool. That's the pool. It gave us a whole app, so I can go into the agenda. Today is Wednesday. Pool bar. Pool bar.
Predicting 4 charges today.
4 charges?
Yeah, 4 charges on that battery.
Oh
on
no.
your Canon.
Well, we're not, look, do you notice what we're on?
Oh yeah, contractually obligated to not use the Canon while you're here.
Are you on the morning hike too, sir?
No, I'm on the go to the gym because I can't sleep because I'm on a different time zone. Morning hike will be nice though. Looks a little.
It's said to meet by the pool bar. I got one of the words right. Is this not where we're standing?
I'm just saying, zoom out.
Okay,
There's another
sorry.
bar. There's another pool.
Should I go check it out?
Probably a good idea.
Alright, let's go check
Bye.
it out. Bye! I am lost. Can I go this way? Pool bar. What's the best way to get to the pool bar? All right, thank you, sir. So for context, we are all in California, if you can't tell by the palm trees and the sound of the ocean. But the hotel is kind of like this resort. It's got all these little villas essentially, and they're numbered like 1 through like 20. Some people have balconies, some people have little walkouts. Kind of nice, but it's also a little bit of a nightmare to try and find people because it's like, what villa are you in? Oh, I'm in Villa 19, I'm in Villa 1. And you have to walk around for 3 hours trying to find everyone. But hey, also kind of cool. Pool bar. I think I went the wrong way. Image stabilization. It turned out that waking up for sunrise didn't exactly pay off the way I was expecting. Sometimes, even when the weather looks bad, you just gotta commit to it and hope for the best. That being said, being in a different time zone did make it much easier to wake up early compared to being back at home. I apologize in advance. The A9 III that I'm shooting on has 3 modes of stabilization. There's standard, active, and I think dynamic active, like the highest. And I didn't want to crop in the edges. So what I'm noticing more often than what I'm used to is as I step, I'm getting a little bit of a jerk. So I could get rid of that if I enhanced the image stabilization, but then the problem, of course, is I would lose focal length. So I don't know, we'll stick with this for now. My friend Jared was also on the morning hike, and because he loves wildlife photography, he was actually able to rent out the 400mm f2.8 G Master, which is honestly a great option when you pair it with something that's super fast, like the global shutter on the Sony A9 Mark III. So Jared, you told me something interesting on our hike. You want to tell them at home?
I think photos are making a comeback. I've been posting on Instagram for a couple months now, just photos, no videos, and they're getting good traction. They're getting the likes, they're getting the comments, they're getting the views, they're getting the impressions. It's there, you just gotta post them.
With a big lens like that, you want to post them. So if you remember from about a year and a half ago, I had Jared on my channel and he was talking about how he was able to get millions of views and millions of followers on TikTok. Good guy, check him out. Just had breakfast and I think there's gonna be an announcement. I heard it might be a new 85mm. I know nothing, so let's go see what's up.
Every year at Kando, Sony announces a new product, either a lens, a camera, or sometimes both. And as soon as that product gets announced, everyone rushes to gear rentals in order to try it. So time was running out. I knew that if I wanted to stay incognito and still be able to film, this would be my last chance to grab a second camera.
There's the stage over there. There's the, oh, we meet again.
Yeah, I'm just keep bombing this vlog.
This time on a
nonstop.
different camera though.
Oh, you switched to A9.
You think I'll be able to color match it?
Absolutely.
Irene, what did you get?
I got the R5 and the 51.4.
That's what I was gonna come and ask for.
What, you don't want to copy me? I currently have an
I had no idea.
Okay, so here is the deal. We now have a A7C2, just popped in a memory card, and they gave me 50mm G Master f1.4 because the 1.2 is gone. But they just announced the 85 f1.4. Surprised it wasn't a 1.2, but I know some people really like to shoot at low aperture numbers, right, Irene?
Yes.
We might do some portrait stuff in a separate video, so look out for that.
Yes.
New lens. Maybe we'll record some shorts with it. But now we have two cameras, so we can vlog on the A9 III and shoot on the A7C2. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to learn it, and you're just
Not sorry.
you're lurking. We're gonna make it work. I got the A7C2, so it's like the A7 IV, but in a smaller body. So 33 megapixels. They do make a 1.2, by the way.
I tried it out last year.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
They didn't want to give me a nice, bigger body, so I said, hey, let's shoot with entry level just to show that we can do it. New mission, we are going to the booking. They have models for rent, which is really cool. Hold on, ND off. It's called Models to Go, and basically you can just rent them out.
No, it sounds awful.
Did you have the 85?
Hold it up for the camera so we can see, so for the, the clickbait.
The clickbait.
Oh my gosh, 85.
Can I be your thumbnail?
Oh my gosh, now we have the thumbnail.
Kando has an entire department dedicated to borrowing models. You can book a model for a time slot, pick a style, add accessories, and choose a set. And while portrait photography with models isn't necessarily my thing, Irene convinced me to try something new and book a session with a set of twins, which is something that is definitely outside my comfort zone. Some creators come to Kando with the goal of making as much content as possible, while others simply enjoy their time. The event organizers are pretty good and make sure that there's always something happening, including this game where you go head to head and try to guess the Sony product without seeing it. A game that, if I tried, would 100% blow my cover. If you were to ask anyone who attends Kando what their favorite part is, you're almost guaranteed to get the same answer. The photo opportunities are great, testing gear is cool, but the most valuable part is just the time that you get to spend hanging out with other creators in person. It's kind of like the Avengers Endgame of YouTube. Everyone is all in one place, making videos together. I now understand why everyone talks so highly of it, and to be honest, I'm kind of jealous that more brands aren't running events like this.
Lee, how do I know when I'm exposed too much or not enough? Like, is that overexposed?
No, you're okay.
I'm okay.
This is 0. What you can do is put view gamma assist on though.
Oh goodness, tell me how to do that. Okay, I apologize if this whole video was overexposed. We figured it out. We figured it out. It was like 5 settings.
The reality is this is just the wrong camera for you.
Oh, we're not recording audio. Oh, the audio sounds amazing. To be fair, I took it out of my bag and didn't plug. Audio is fixed. Gamma display. I am a Sony shooter now.
Do we look good?
But actually, so the portrait session shoot that you saw on the beach this morning went well. That's gonna be a separate video with Irene giving me tips on how to shoot portraits. Jared has spotted a hummingbird, is also shooting on the A9 III, but with a 600mm f4.
Plus the 1.4.
Plus the 1.4 teleconverter, so that is quick math, 840. We have the new 85 1.4. The deal is that Irene wanted to get as much bokeh as possible. I actually now have changed to the 51.2 because they had one available, and maybe we're gonna compare some of the shots that we shot earlier. It's actually really handy that Sony has not only the model service, but the lens service. If you're a content creator, if you're a YouTuber, whatever, and you haven't tried anything, instead of having, you know, to try one lens at a time, you know, rent it or have it shipped to you, you can just come here basically every hour, try a different lens and get hands-on experience with gear that you've never tried before. Kudos to Sony for kind of making that service available.
It's a very rare one. It's called the Allen's Hummingbird. We don't get them in Canada. I want the pink. Because
So you just keep an eye on like the 3 different places that you know it's gonna go.
And then hummingbirds always go to their same 3.
Learning about hummingbirds. Somehow we managed to find the perfect bed of flowers. Classic Irene.
It's too pretty. It just would never go on my profile. All right, we're using my favorite portrait lens, the 40mm f2.5. And here comes the golf cart to ruin our shot. All right, ready?
We have 2 missions today. One should be pretty interesting and will involve a bunch of people I'll tell you about in a bit, but the one we are headed to right now is a sunrise mission, which if you look up, it's a little bit gloomy. The one thing that everyone has told me about Kando is that some of the ones in the past have had a lot of outdoor opportunities. This one, not so much, but the one we do have, oh, Irene.
I was just watching you walk on the stairs, holding your camera and holding this and being like, I hope you don't fall.
It's a lot to carry, so if you haven't figured it out already, this is the mission. We all have telephoto lenses. The beach, which is technically facing into the sunrise, has a bunch of rare birds. So yesterday, Jared was shooting with them, as you saw, and he said, hey, grab a telephoto. So we got a 200 to 600. We didn't get the 400 or the 600 prime, but we've got something that should work.
That was just a regular song sparrow. Now we know what was there.
So Jared has an app that will get the audio from the birds going, and then it will tell you what bird it is. We're using technology to improve our chances here.
Damn AI.
AI?
Ruining our lives.
No, making it better.
It's not natural anymore.
I was holding my breath. Oh boy. You don't like the look of the seaweed?
Not really. This one just looks like a bunch of guts. I was just watching Alien, you know?
Jared keeps telling us which birds are rare and then how to like capture it in a specific way. I feel like I'm Pokemon Snap or something.
I learned a lot trying bird photography for the first time. I've never really owned the right lens for wildlife or for birding, and conveniently the beach had a ton of different species to photograph. Here's a sneak peek at one of my favorite photos that I captured, but I shot so many photos and learned a bunch of new lessons that I'm gonna have to save that for a separate video.
So we didn't quite get the sunrise that we hoped for, but I don't know, how's everyone feel about their photos?
Hey man, cloudy day for birds, balanced light, I love it.
It means you can shoot it any direction.
Any direction, no shadows, it's perfect for birds.
I know I got a nice one of a duck. I didn't quite get that one at the end. I got
the duck.
There was a duck pooping, which you probably saw.
And the Wimbrels look so like, they look so crazy, it'll make for some good shots.
The one I got of the one taking up, the long-billed?
Mm-hmm.
Long-billed, I'm learning the names.
Long-billed curlew.
It was so much fun. I'm gonna do this, I think, at home.
I am really tempted to just pick up a telephoto, but 200 to 600, 600 with a 1.4 teleconverter, and Irene is matching me over there.
That's the beast.
Get out, go take pictures of birds. It's addicting.
There you go.
With so many creators and photographers in one place, naturally people come up with some really creative video ideas. We ended up doing a 14 or 15 person photo challenge that should end up on Irene's channel, so keep an eye out for that. But spoiler alert, Gerald Undone had the best photo.
Hey Lee, what do you think about this tripod? Done.
And that is how you make magic happen. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels.
I like that. It's like showing up as people and not so overproduced.
This morning when I woke up at 6:30 and had to opt for the 200 to 600 and couldn't get this 600, it's because Chris had it.
He's lying.
It's all Chris's fault.
I slept with it in my bed.
Guys, I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
Kando is almost over.
Yeah.
And nobody has figured out that I'm here.
Nope.
Or maybe they have. You think I'll get away with it?
I think everyone has questions, but no one's had the balls to say anything.
Everyone is wondering, but you know,
I have good camouflage here.
Yeah.
This is
It blends in.
camo. We've tried everything from a 14 mil to 600 mil. We got the big boy right there.
Looks like you know what you're doing, so I don't think anyone's gonna question it.
I think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it.
After everything that's happened on this trip, I'm beginning to think that maybe Sony isn't so bad after all. No one's tried to brainwash me, nothing suspicious has happened over the last few days, and now that I think about it, some of my best friends and favorite content creators shoot with Sony. And if I'm being honest, I'm kind of jealous of cameras like the A9 III and the FX3, and the fact that there are just so many E-mount lenses.
We just got a custom fragrance made, which is kind of interesting. I don't know, they put a whole bunch of things in it and basically made your own custom fragrance, but I thought it would be interesting to show you all the other stuff that I have sitting off behind the camera. I don't know, how do they compare to my regular glasses? Also have some flip-flops, which will be handy. Maybe we should go for a swim later. And then a lot of people have been walking around with the Wandered Provoke 21 liter. That is a very bright pink water bottle. I swear they're trying to brainwash me. Even the towel says Sony on it. Oh, there is a whole lighting kit in here. David Manning EDC clip, that's kind of cool. The man himself. Condor Blue actually had a whole booth, which I didn't get to film because I think they gave away all the stuff they had to give away earlier today, but they were giving away multi-tools, which is kind of cool. I've actually never tried any of the Condor Blue stuff, and I know Matt Johnson and both Gerald Undone have some of the products, their cables and their USB XLR kits that you can get. There's a whole umbrella. It actually looks like it's gonna rain here. Bad luck. Oh, look at that. What do they say on them? This is a bag for a Chihuahua. Okay, now I have to clean this all up. So Kando has been a really interesting experience. Very overwhelming as someone who's done it for their first time. And that's...
How you doing?
How's it going?
What the heck?